Hello and welcome to a tier stream. I was inspired by the man who said, "Well, a tier list, Roddy Twin," and also inspired by other people's tier list streams. So I thought, you know what, I'm gonna do a tier list stream of my own today because why not? Inspiration takes its hold. I hope I'm not that loud. Probably not. I don't know. Probably the perfect, um, probably the perfect, loudness, maybe. Um, everyone's live streaming. Loser Fruit's live streaming. Nick Fetty's live streaming. It's crazy out here today. Everybody be live streaming. I be live streaming. um. So yeah. Also, if you want to help me reach the affiliate, don't forget to give me a follow. You won't recruit your decision. I play Fortnite, I play Power Summit, I play other games. I bought Silent Hill 2. Also going to be playing Silent Hill 2. I've never played a really horror game before that much in my life. It is. It's a big or small streaming of streaming round today. I have a Miss Morning, but that's a game. We like it. I like it, Kim. But the first tier list is the first tier list I'm doing YouTube and Twitch, since I'm probably uploading this as YouTube VOD or YouTube clip or short. I hope you enjoy my tier list. Don't judge me too hard on some of my tier listing. But we're gonna start off with Fortnite. Right, and the big, small, or big, grey, sitting down. Fortnite events. I mean, I could do Fortnite events since I've almost finished almost all of them. But no, I'm doing Fortnite seasons first. So I'm eating food. I'm eating a piece of chocolate. Alrighty. So for the Fortnite seasons, I'm gonna exclude Fortnite Chapter 4 OG one. I'm gonna have to exclude the Snoop Dogg remix of Chapter 2 remix. I know those are the only two that I'm gonna exclude since they are remixes and reverbs of a thing, but everything else stands. Except for the chapter 1 VOG ones. They don't stand well. If that makes sense. Anyway. Only because, well, I think you know the reason why they are a season, but they just a reimagining of like their previous seasons and stuff, so literally. So I'm ranking chapter 2 seasons as they were intended as they came out originally. But chapter 2 remix, well, I went a little bit off and was like more fun, but also if it wasn't like Snoop Dogg and stuff, I still probably wouldn't put it past the thing. on the tail. Hold on, just getting it ready. Getting it ready. Display caption. I mean, it said F11. F11, take it off. Okay. I put F11 so I can get a full screen mode. I figured out what the button was again. Because every time I accidentally hit this, I accidentally hit F11 to make things full screen. But welcome. Welcome to Fortnite season. Well, first up, I will tell you some other things too. So one's like first, and this we will not be ranking at all. Full stop. Let's get started in order, boy. Season 1. Chapter 1, Season 1. Now, since it was a boring and beginning season, I'm gonna have to put that at thing. I didn't really play that much. And I'm using YouTube experience for the first 2 seasons since I didn't play them that much. Or what I've watched on YouTube. And also, I'm doing a bit of a VOG for just the first 2 seasons also. And YouTube just to get a thing. I'm gonna put the very first season of Fortnite and the B tier list. No, nice in the middle. For season 2, I'm also gonna put it in there. And the B tier list. Because, well, it's the same thing again as season 1. On to chapter 1, season 3, coming out next week again. It's re coming out next week. Actually no, not next week. In a day and a half, or something like that. It's coming out. It's coming out in a day and a half. But chapter 1, season 3. It was okay. I grinded, only putting it up here because I grinded hard to get a pickaxe. It's either a pickaxe or a girl with a space uniform on. I have that pickaxe. Yeah. I was gonna put A since I was gonna be generous and put it at the beginning, but then significantly it was just a plain. It's just a plain. The first 2 seasons are plain. That's why I put them at B. Because they were plain. Now, season 4 was also good. Season 4 was also good. I liked Season 4. I missed the live event for actual very first live event with Rock in Season 4. Either doing homework or I'm busy doing something else. But overall, it was so a good season. On to Season 5. Chapter 1. I was at A. I know I had Kevin McHugh, but also it wasn't too good. It wasn't too bad. But it wasn't too bad. So I'll put it at A. Yeah. Season 6, I'm also going to put that at A. I played a little bit. I played a lot of it. But I just don't know. It was it's alright. Now for season 7, I'm gonna put this at B. It's like a good season, right? Should be S tier, should be A tier. For reason why this season is B tier, it's because of how bad the planes were, how terrible the live event was that season. With the storm, I saw a whole map freeze over. What do you mean? What do you mean by free? Oh, like in B, me putting in season 7 in B. Alright, I'll give you a bit of an explanation. If that's what you're talking about, Ronnie. I'll give you a bit of an explanation. But season 7, good season. But for planes. Oh, never mind. Oh, that's funny. But I'll still give an explanation why I'm putting season 7 in B. Good season, don't get me wrong. But the planes were broken and annoying. The live event wasn't the best. But I could put it A just for because being creative also launched, but this is a Fortnite season. Not creative. This is the season excluding when creative came out, which was the season that I'm ranking right now, B tier. I just have to put it B. It just has to happen. And Andy might be a little mad at this one. Religion. Andy might be mad at this one. He might be mad when I'm gonna rank season 8. I don't know. So I'm gonna have to do the same thing and put season 8 next to season 7 of the B tier list. Oh no. Good season. But I actually didn't play that much. I was moving, to be fair, it could have gotten an A, but I was moving house. I was moving houses at the time of chapter 1 season 8. So I didn't get to play much. I did play, I played a decent amount of what I could play while moving houses and stuff with my PlayStation 4. but it just it wasn't hitting that much. It wasn't hitting. It didn't, and when I played it, it didn't hit that much to me. You know. It just didn't hit like where I wanted it to hit, you know. And it's like, please, just like, please, be great, you know. Moving to season 9, I was gonna put season 9 B tier, but I'm putting it A tier. It was a good season. That's right. I had memorable moments from season 9. Since I had a few memorable moments from season 9 from the previous 2 seasons, I'll put it at A. Oh boy. Oh boy. Chapter 1, Season X, Chapter 1, Season 10, the final season of Chapter 1 before the new chapter, the Black Hole event. I could put an S tier for Black Hole event. Okay. Incoming hot take. Some people before the might actually agree with me. They might actually agree with me on this one. If it was based on live events, which I will be doing a ranking thing, but since I'm gonna exclude the bias of a good live event at the end of Black Hole event, where I actually missed because of Lachlan, so it would be S tier. But I'm sorry, I might have to break all your hearts if you did like this season. It's going at D. It's going all the way at the bottom. All the damn way at the bottom. Season X was one of the worst seasons I've ever played in Fortnite. The brutes were stupid. And they were stupid for about 4 weeks of the season. 4 weeks of stupid brutes. That's like 4 weeks. A new tier list. I'm gonna create a new tier list. It's called Season X. What all the things wrong with Season X. For brutes. For big brutes and stuff. And they brought them back, but when they brought them back, it was okay. They weren't as bad. But when you talk about brutes and stuff, I just had PTSD from Season X. The first time I stepped into Season X and stuff, I was killed instantly. I was literally killed every single game. I was placing like 80th, 96 because of these goddamn brutes for like the first 2 weeks. I literally had a 2-week break of not playing Fortnite during Season X because of that. That's how bad it was. Saw the storyline at the end was pretty good, but for brutes, I know it's just one thing. Yeah, it's like wait, please, oh. I'm sorry if I offended anyone for Season X here. I just can't hold myself to say that this is a good season. It's not even C tier, it's not even B tier. It's just straight up D tier. It's straight up garbage. Saw a good live event. Saw it had it had good story, but for brutes and stuff, and the brutes been bad like that for like 4 weeks of the season, or almost like half the season. It just lowered the status. You know, it wasn't a boring season. It was just why would you do that, season? And that's why it's pushed heavily a hot take down to me, into the bottom tier list. Anyway, moving on, everybody. I hope I'm not talking too loud, talking too fast. Because I'm talking a lot. But now on to a new chapter. Chapter 2, Season 1. Now, this could be a hot take. But you know what? I'm gonna put it at B. The only reason I'm putting it at B is, god damn, the season was long. Chapter 2, Season 1 is the longest Fortnite season in Fortnite history. Followed by Chapter 2, Season 2. Like, what were they thinking? Thought they had like a Star Wars event, but Have you ever seen like people do like fashion shows and stuff, like on creative and stuff? Chapter 2, Season 1 is where fashion shows and stuff with your skins and stuff became prime. Why? Because the season was too long. Content creators had no other content to post out. So they did fashion shows on the Fortnite Island in Chapter 2, Season 1 and custom lobbies. That's how long the season was. Yes, and also the map was insanely huge, and nobody knew. Okay, don't get me wrong. The only reason I'm not putting it in the C tier, for its longevity of season and stuff, and why I'm putting it B tier is, I think day one, the first few days and stuff, or first week of Chapter 2, Season 1, I quite enjoyed. I quite enjoyed the bots, I quite enjoyed the new mechanics, I quite enjoyed all of that, and that's why I'm putting it at B, right? Now, if I got rid of that, I'll be putting it at C or D, because map was huge, the season was long. Fashion shows were born that season in Chapter 2, because of how long the season was. Alright, on to Chapter 2, Season 2. I'm gonna put this A tier. It's the second longest season in Fortnite, but it had Deadpool, it had riders, it had a cool live event, it had cool mechanics, it had cool thing. Yeah, I think they nerfed the size. Actually, no, the Chapter 3 map is bigger than the Chapter 2 map. And the Chapter 4 map's bigger than I think they nerfed the, well, they didn't nerf it during reason. I think the reason why it was so long is because I think they were working on to making the next few seasons great or something. Or they forgot they forgot what season it was. I don't know. I feel like that's the reason. And for the size, Chapter 2 is not the biggest map. I think Chapter 5 is the biggest map. Or Chapter 6 is the biggest map. In my opinion. But I don't know. I could be wrong. But that's why I'm putting Chapter 1, no, Chapter 2, Season 2. Alright, Chapter 2, Season 3. I'm gonna put it at B. It was alright. It wasn't too fancy, it wasn't too flashy, it was a water season, which was kind of cool and unique. How the water would lower week by week. Revealing a location, and that location is why it's at B. Cool castle. You do not want to land at Cool Castle, man. That was the silliest POI I've ever seen. If I was to rank POIs, that'd be the bottom. Alright, moving on to chapter 2, season 4. I'm gonna put this in S tier because Galactus, Marvel, and Bias. See, we only have 3. We only have 3 S tier seasons, in my opinion, so far. Chapter 1, season 3, Chapter 1, season 4, and Chapter 2, season 4. Yes. This was a good season. Marvel. No, it was Marvel, but Galactus and stuff. But I think it was a cool Marvel collab. Again. And having Galactus wanting the 0 point and stuff, that was epic. And they had a big chunk of the map. They had a big map update, and I love map updates and stuff. And that's why it is up there. Alright, another hot take, but honestly, another kind of hot take, but you know what? I'm gonna be generous to this season. I'm gonna be generous to Chapter 2, Season 5. It's an alright season. It had a 0 point in the main storyline and stuff, but it just felt too crossovery. I love the crossovers and stuff. I love that Mandalorian, Master Chief, and all those characters, and a lot more characters came over in this season. But I feel like it was maybe a bit too much for the season, for Chapter 2, Season 5. I think it was a crossover season, and that's why I'm putting it B. No really originality. I mean, originality with a 0 point and stuff and protecting it. Nobody goes through, but other than that, take away that, it's just a crossover season. Like, now this one, I'm gonna put this one at C. Chapter 2, season 6. The second worst season, but not as bad as season X. Chapter 1, season X. Bad but playable. Where season X was bad and unplayable for half of it. Chapter 2, season 6, the Primal season, it just, the Primal guns, you had to like upgrade them and stuff, and some of them were bad, some of them were too OP, there wasn't really much of a balance, it was boring, the landscape and the new landmarks and stuff was boring, so like cross came as a crossover thing, but so it had a cool live event that anyone could play as a playlist and game mode. But this season, Chapter 2, Season 6, it just wasn't cutting my vibe. It wasn't cutting the vibe at all. Anyway, on to Chapter 2, Season 7. I'm gonna put this at A tier. I really liked this season. I liked when, my favourite moment in gameplay is, a UFO. You could pick up a rock, and you could go over, carry the rock with a UFO, and run into them with a rock, and they would instantly die. Yes. You go into a UFO, You pick up a rock, you go over to someone, either threat or someone, don't matter who, if they touch the rock, they die. I'm not even kidding. That's why it's A tier for me. That's why it's A tier. He could pick up a rock with a UFO, and he could kill people with him. Instantly. Or maybe not that instantly, but it felt too easy to kill people with that dumb meme idea. And that was the beta for like about 2 weeks. 2 weeks of this Fortnite season. The beta was, you grab a UFO, you grab a rock or something, and you just run someone over, and they die instantly. And it had Rick and Morty. I could put up B tier because I didn't get Superman, but they're doing a new Superman skin for the Superman movie, according to leakers. So hopefully it happens, and I'm happy about that, because I'll definitely get that Superman when it comes to the stomp, for sure. And had Rick and Morty, and also had a cool live event. We were betrayed by Dr. Sloan, and Kevin McCube came back. Well, Kevin McCube and all the other cubes of the Cube Queen, and we'll get that into chapter 2, season 8, the final season of chapter 2. I'm also putting this at S tier because holy shit, the cubes, man. The cubes rolling around, like all of them, rolling around and zapping each other and making baby cubes. Just beautiful. And then they're all going to like the center to create like a cube POI for the Cube Queen, and then the Cube Queen being like, "Fairy, the end is near." And then the 7 syrup, and then bam, bam, bam. And that's why it's A tier. That is why chapter 2, season 8 is A tier. No more explanation. That's the only explanation. On to chapter 3, season 1. It's between S tier and A tier. But let me remember. I'm gonna put it A tier. It could be S tier easily. It's both S and A tier. Chapter 3, season 1 was. It was a good season. It was a good beginning of a chapter. For the foundation, aka Rock. Oh. In WWE Universe for Cena, but moving on from that, it had Spider-Man, had cool new mechanics, had a cool map, and it was just epic. It was a cool new start to chapter. I think it was better than chapter. I feel like chapter 3 launch was better than the chapter 2 launch. Chapter 2 launch was pretty cool, but for feeling and vibe, I think chapter 3 was actually. When we get to chapter 4, that'd be quite good. Anyway, chapter 3, season 2. Hello? Hello? You guys, you can hear me, right? Good. Oh, oh shit. Ah shit. I don't know, it's bugging. I split the mainframe. Hold on. Hold on, boys, I'm fixing things. Technical difficulties. Technical difficulties in the chat. And we're back. I don't know what happened there. Just froze. Anyway. On to greatness. Well, poor, uh, uh, um, you know what? I'll put it at B tier. I'm gonna be nice. I'm gonna put Chapter 3 Season 2 at B tier. I was gonna put it at C tier. But, you know, for reason in the future, so Chapter 3 Season 2. Now, this season came out at a pretty bad time for, in real life world events. A second war happening in Europe happened when the season came out. Literally. I could you don't. But you're like, oh, Fortnite face to be cancelled for putting a war game when a war in Europe is happening at the same time. They cannot be cancelled. Explanation: they made Chapter 3 Season 2 before they knew that there was gonna be a war in Europe. Fortnite, they work on seasons. So at this point, Chapter 3 Season 2 came out, right? They were already working on Chapter 4. Or like the Chapter 3 end event. Or like the Chapter 3 like finale event, right? So they were working on the seasons prior, so it had no correlation into real life things. But I just remember that coming out with a certain war in Europe. But they did a donation. But every item and purchase in the item shop or battle pass went to helping Ukraine and the war effort against Russia. That's all I'm gonna say about the season and stuff. Also, it was a pretty cool season, so I put it at B. But it was the first time we got zero build, and zero build is actually canon to Fortnite. It's a bit of a Fortnite storyline. Dr. Slade was like, you know what? You can't build anymore, and I was like, wait, what? I like playing zero build like as today, right? But I was not good at it, and I didn't like zero build at first when it first came out, because I felt like I needed a cover, you know, to suit stuff, and I was like, but I got used to it, and I like playing zero build today with my boys, Andy and Ronnie, and Walty Spuns if he's ever around. Set out to those boys. I know one of them is here. My neighbour's twin is here. Set out to him. Go follow him on Twitter, and his tweets. On to I'm gonna put chapter 3, season 3. Yeah. Yes. Water spuns. I'm sorry, but taking forever. He's a taking forever guy. Anyway, chapter 3, season 3. I'm gonna put that also in beta. It was a vibey season. It wasn't too much. Actually, chapter 3, season 3 was the last season Donald Mustard worked on, and you could tell because it was a pretty boring season. But you know what? It was a little bit of a tribute of a vibing, boring season. A good way to end the storyline. So, out of all these seasons right here, are all the seasons Donald Mustard worked on. Everything after that was not Donald Mustard. Chapter 3, season 4. I'm gonna put that in C tier. It was shit. It wasn't a good season. The Chrome didn't work. They killed the storyline, of course, because Donald Mustard. I mean, he didn't announce that he left. He left at that moment. It was a few months after the vibing season. Or I think it was during season 4, chapter 4, that Donald Mustard packed his stuff, and you'd be like, oh, that means he worked on like chapter 4 stuff. No, the last season he went on was chapter 3, season 3, according to leakers. And what Donald Mustard said in the interview after he quit. And so chapter 3, season 4. it just didn't hit. It was like with Primal season. Had its moments, but it just failed. Still better for season X. Now on to chapter 4, a new era after Donald Mustard. I'm gonna put chapter 4, season 1 also in my A tier list. Same reason why I put chapter 3. It was cool, had cool characters, had cool mechanics, and it was just a good map. It was a good new fresh start, and it was literally an island floating on an island. Crazy, and that is all. Now chapter 4, season 2. I'm also gonna put that in the A tier. It was a very good season. I liked Neo Tilted. I like the vibe of the season for chapter 4, season 2. It was pretty cool. The mini story that was going on with syndicates and stuff was pretty cool. So it was taken away from the Fortnite main story line and stuff. And we're drifted away from Donald Mustard further than we know in this season. But it's okay, because it was decent, so, and good, and memorable. So I'm gonna put it at A. Now, I'm gonna put chapter 4, welding in B. I could put it at C for various reasons, but I'm gonna put it at B. I'm gonna be nice and generous. This season, it was okay. It was just a lot to take in with the jungle, and I felt like it was cool, but I also felt like it was a bit boring, a bit plain and simple. Chapter 4, season 3. I don't know if you'd agree with me, but chapter 4, season 3, it just, I don't know, man. It's just beta. It's just beta. And finally, chapter 4. I'll put these two at the end so I don't rank them. Chapter 4, Season 4. Ooh. I'm gonna be nice and generous. I'm gonna put it in a B tier list. It was okay, not the best high season. The best high season is the two best high seasons are Chapter 2 Season 2 and Chapter 6 Season 2. But Chapter 4 Season 4, I think it's just plain boring, just high season. Weapons were and that's all. That's all I'm saying about that season. Now the season after is this one, but I'm not ranking it since it's a rerun of some of these seasons. So I'm going on to Chapter 5, Season 1. I'm gonna put this also in S tier. I feel so bad for Chapter 2. It also had a great start like Chapter 3, but longevity, it just didn't work. But Chapter 5, I liked it. It's it was pretty good. It was pretty good. I like how we haven't gotten an S tier since chapter 2 season 6. I'm not saying that the ones in A are bad. Some of these in A are between could easily be S tier. It's just yeah, but pretty great. On to Chapter 5, Season 2, Myths and Mortals. I think this was a very good season. True. I think Chapter 5 will never enter the B mark. I mean, you could say for Chapter 5, Season 3, could go in B, but yeah, it was great. Myth and Mortals. I would put it S tier. I was gonna put it A tier, but I feel like for one thing I'm putting it S tier. There's one thing that makes it funny to put it S tier is the downtime was super long, right? But the downtime was long for a funny reason. They spelled a location wrong. The Chains of Hades were awesome. I didn't particularly use them that much, but they were great. It had a long downtime, so it could be pushed down to A or B. But you know what? Since they named the location wrong, it was kind of funny, and that's why it's also C. And also, I'm not really a Greek person. I don't really know Greek mythology that much, but you know what? I think I learned a lot from a lot of people during that season. And my friend and stuff also helped me out with Greek mythology lore and stuff. And I feel like it was a good season, and that's why it's also S tier. It's the same reason as Chapter 2 Season 6. Also, Zeus Bolt, yes. And the sniping was great, and waterbending was great. It was a good season. It had a well balanced thing, and I think Chapter 5 Season 2 is an S tier because of all of those things, and I feel like it's a bit like Chapter 2 Season 6 in a way. It had a lot of map changes, cool map changes and stuff. It had a lot of cool weapons and stuff, and it had, I mean, the live event. I didn't see the live event, the mini live event for Chapter Season 2 because I didn't really want to wake up early for a non-countdown live event. But I watched the thing, the mini live event on some of the leakers replay, and it was pretty cool, so I gotta give it that. So that's my final ranking for Chapter 6 Season 2. It's an S tier. It's at the top. It's at the peak. Now, good old Chapter 5 Season 3. I would put this in A tier. Now, I could put this in B. The beginning of the season would be more C tier, B tier. But I feel like I had a good ending. A good comeback story, I would say, for season 3 on my end, due to I was a very high level for, but that's because of creative stuff. The cars were annoying and stuff, and that was the meta. And you know what? It was cool. I liked it. I liked the Mad Max vibes. It was just, I like the Mad Max vibe. I liked what they were going for. Saw people got pissed and raced. I was mad the first few games of 2 weeks of the season. But you know what? For final few weeks and stuff of the season, I had a blast. I had a generally blast. In that season, Chapter 5 Season 3. On to Chapter 5 Season 4. Also gonna put this in A tier. I could put this in C. It could be easily C tier, but I feel like it's A tier. I like Doctor Doom. I like a double Marvel season. Honestly, you'd say it's a better season, Marvel season, than Chapter 2 Season 6, but Galactus, man, he pulls through. Doctor Doom was with could easily be S tier. It's in between. S tier and A tier. I like Doctor Doom, the film was cool. I like Captain. I like the reference and stuff. I like the locations. I liked it. It did a good job. Now, I'm not gonna be ranking Chapter 2 Remix, since it's a remix version, and I've already ranked most of the Chapter 2 ones in the original seasons, so I believe those two be. On to Chapter 6. Oh boy. I hope I don't piss people off. But Chapter 6, I'm gonna put Chapter 6 in B tier. It's between B and A tier for me, but I'm gonna put in B tier. No, don't get me wrong. I like the Japanese style and Japanese season. Yes, exactly. It had a great start, but it did not finish great. It was great. Yes, Ready Twin. Exactly what you said. It had a strong start, but then it kind of fumbled. So I like Godzilla. So people would say Hatsumi Miku was cool, but it just that period of time during the Chapter 6 Season 1 was where it started to fumble, unfortunately, in my opinion. Great start, it fumbled hard, and that's why it's between B and A tier, B tier and A tier. Now, moving on to the current Fortnite season, Chapter 6, Season 2. I'm gonna put this in A tier. Another, for second best high season. I'm really loving this season. Swords had its ups and downs so far, but it's got Sub-Zero. It's got Midas Outlaw. It's got a Dill Pickle who's a rapper for some funny weird reason. And the weapons? Okay, the story's a bit confusing. Oh look, it's a fake Fortnite ad. But yeah, that's where chapter 2 season 6, no, chapter 6 season 2 is going to be currently. It could also move back down to B if it has a fumble, but I don't think it will have a fumble. I think it's started strong and it'll end strong, in my opinion. And yeah, so that's my Fortnite seasons ranking. I've got my S tier, Chapter 1 Season 3, Chapter 1 Season 4, Chapter 2 Season 6, and Chapter 5 Season 2. In A tier, some of these could easily be S tier if they added just one or two more things. B tier, it's mid. It's not. It's in between good and bad for this season. Season C, tier C, for Primal season and Chrome season, they just went for best. I see what they're going for, but just didn't execute it properly. And all the way at the bottom in D tier, for lone survivor. Twin! Hello, Twin! Finny. And welcome to my tier list. I hope you approve. Coming from the honest of heart. This is my honest opinions of the Fortnite seasons. And that's why Season X is at the bottom. Also, I'll be right back. I need to go toilet. True. Our twin me, our twin Cinny, and our twin Ronnie. And also, I'll be right back, chat. And everyone. I taking a mini toilet break. I shall be back. room. I am back. I don't know if I turned my mic off when I went on my mini break. I'm gonna go ahead and download that image. Yeah. I forgot enough, but that's okay. That's the experience of streaming and being tum-tum. Uh, what other... What other tier list? What other tier list can I have? What other tier list can I do? Fortnite live event tier list. I'm gonna do a Fortnite live event tier list. I'm gonna just find it. Fortnite live event tier list. Alrighty. In order? It is in order. Alrighty. Let me switch back to the thing. Welcome back to the second tier list. We did the Fortnite seasons tier list. Now it's the Fortnite live events up to Chapter 6 Season 1. We're going back all the way to the very beginning for Meteor 1. Now for Meteor 1 is, it's tiny. I'm gonna put for Meteor 1 at good, since it was the beginning. It was a tiny... I remember playing games and at the end, little meteors from the meteor, before the meteor hit, would rain down and hit people's builds and stuff. It was kind of cool how it did like a mini live event in game at the end zone, where mini meteors would rain down from the sky, and Chapter 1 Season 3. On to this one. The rocket one was amazing. I missed it doing homework, busy doing something, but I watched it after, and it was amazing. Because I put a crack of the sky, And Minecraft was guy would spawn this amazing cube. Now that was a cool mini live event. I was in game for when Kevin the Cube spawned. I think I'm one of the few in the Fortnite community that actually saw it live in a game. I was playing Playground with a school friend back then in those times. So I saw it in Playground mode. In season 5, we were in Paradise Palms doing something, and then the Pebble Cube giving the cube to spawn. I didn't know it was gonna happen. I knew something was happening when the cactuses started getting hit by lightning, but I didn't think to actually be there when the actual cube spawned. But I was glad I did. Now, also, another mini live event. Kevin the Cube jumping into the like. I watched this. I watched this live event as quickly as I could. Before I went to school. I had an exam, and I had a math algebra test. The morning I watched for Kevin the Cube jumping into the Fortnite lane. So I quickly hopped on, and I saw like most of it before I had to go. Just cool. So that was cool. Did I pass that algebra test? No I didn't. Algebra is hard. Why would you put letters and numbers together in math? I'm good at everything else in math, but algebra. Algebra was my worst nightmare in math. Given the cube exploding and splitting the island in half, that was epic. Actually, that wasn't really a mini live event. Technically, that wasn't a Fortnite live event anyone could go and watch. It actually happened in the trailer. It happened in the Halloween for chapter 1 season 6 trailer. Kevin the Cube splitting the island, but it was amazing and cool. Now, first one. For in between. For Butterfly event. For Kevin the Cube exploding and taking us into the in between Fortnite lore was a masterpiece. I've never seen any game do something like this at all with live events like Fortnite. Like, some games had live events and stuff, but Fortnite was cooking with something. They were cooking. They were cooking. Now the next one is the Ice King event. I'm being nice, and I put underwhelming. Saw Ice King, he froze the entire map and the whole entire map into snow, but come on. That's literally all he did. It was a bit underwhelming event. It wasn't for the best. Okay, the first concert, Marshmallow. Sure. It was good. And that's all. I mean, it wasn't too bad. It was good. Now this one, I don't remember. I kind of remember, but it was a meh for me, since I don't remember it too well. And also this one's a meh. Didn't really understand this one. for the Loot Lake thing. That one was it was a cool idea. I like what they were going for. It just wasn't executed properly. It just wasn't executed well. The thing. The unvaulting event, I wouldn't say amazing, but I'm gonna put good because the drum gun was brought back in the unvaulting event. Actually no, it's amazing for one reason. Actually no, it's amazing for one reason. I was gonna put in good because drum gun back and stuff like that, but it also had the volcano event. This was the unvaulting and volcano event. And the volcano destroyed tilted towers but one building. The No Sweat Insurance building. And I thought that was pretty funny. And I thought that was amazing that they finally destroyed tilted. But for one building that survived was the No Sweat Insurance building. which is and cool fun fact, the No Sweat Insurance building is the only building that was destroyed by the meteor, destroyed by an earthquake, and destroyed by Kevin McCube. The building was destroyed multiple times. The building that became the No Sweat Insurance building, I think it was after the earthquake, after Kevin McCube, they rebuilt the building into the No Sweat Insurance. Then the unvaulting event happened, and then the volcano split into 5 big, one giant rock split into 5 tiny boulder fire rocks from a volcano, and it destroyed Tilton, but it destroyed all of Tilted, but the No Sweat Insurance building remained. The building that kept getting destroyed is the only building that survived the unvaulting event. And that's why it's gonna be amazing list. Sorry for rambling. Sorry if I'm rambling a bit. I'm just knowledgeable on the subject. Now as you know, the showdown was a masterpiece between the mech and the monster. Like, I've never seen something like that. I'm surprised they brought a similar thing, but like with the rapping thing with Eminem and the Chapter 2 remix. I liked that nod from past for the Chapter 2 remix event. Because the showdown monster was pretty cool. Because the mech was gonna lose, the monster was gonna win, but the mech literally took the 0 point out and exposed the 0 point just to gain the 0 point's power to take down the monster. Was epic. And also, in Neo Tilted, there was a statue of a sword for Singularity. What's his paradigm in the storyline? For Singularity sword in Neo Tilted, nobody at the end, nobody thought that there was a sword, that there was like an actual sword. People thought it was a statue, right? And when the monster showdown event happened, and at the end, when the mech grabs and pulls the Singularity statue out of Neo Tilted, and everyone realizes that it's a sword to stab the Monster King, was just amazing. Everyone was like, wow. It was a sword all that time. The black hole thing, I may have missed it, but when I watched it live on someone else's thing, Huzzles! Huzbuzz! I did my first tier list was a Fortnite season tier list. I'm doing Fortnite tier list because, well, Fortnite. And I'm gonna do other tier lists later. But Husbuzz, welcome. I'm glad you could stop by. I'm glad you could stop by. I'm currently making Fortnite live event tier list of all the live events to the previous live event in Chapter 6. For the tier list that I did for the first half of the stream, first hour of the stream, was a Fortnite season tier list from Chapter 1 Season 1 to Chapter 2 Chapter 6 Season 2. And those are the two tier lists that I've done so far, husbands. Or huddles. That is a fair point. Fair enough. Fortnite's not for everyone. For me, it's basically by everything for some reason. But I understand where people coming from when they don't like Fortnite also. Trust me. I know why some people don't like Fortnite in general. I understand both sides of the Fortnite thing. Yeah. But yeah, the black hole event was pretty cool. The game just getting sucked in and deleted. Masterpiece in my opinion. The Star Wars live thing, live event, underwhelming. I don't actually know meh. That's all. Fair enough. Gotcha. That is fair. Not for everyone. The battle royale genre is not for everyone. It is not for everyone. And that is a fair valid point and very understandable, husband. The Astro, I don't like Travis Scott too much. But I'm a base a Travis Scott event. Not on Travis Scott the character, but for visuals and the groundbreaking, like, it was good. The Travis Scott event was good. I watched it during COVID lockdown. Fell through that time. I don't like Travis Scott as a person or artist, but the live event was good because the visuals were cool. That's why I'm putting it in good. The device event is a masterpiece to me. Like, grab Midas wanting to use a device to break the storm and to break the cycle, and then absolutely fucking up at the end and turning the storm into water, into a big wall of water, was pretty funny. That's why the device event is in the masterpiece. Galactus, also a masterpiece event. I like Galactus. I think that's pretty cool collab crossover between Marvel and Fortnite. Um, and that's all that needs to be said. I'm very excited to see Galactus in the Fantastic Four First Steps movie. I'm very excited to see my boy Galactus on the big screen. Done properly and done right and done justice. Instead of being a big giant storm cloud in the previous Fantastic Four movies. The Fortnite Bloom event was good. I mean, it was alright. What more can I say? Not much. The Rift Tour, I would give it to Ariana Grande. The Rift Tour was pretty great. It's okay. I liked the Rift Tour because amazing because it's a part of the Fortnite lore and storyline. Let's see, Ariana Grande's event is let's see part of the Fortnite canon. Now for this one, I could put this in Masterpiece, but I'm gonna put this one in Amazing. The Fortnite Chapter 2 Season 7 event. Seeing Kevin McCube back with all other Kevin McCubes and stuff, and just being betrayed and getting launched out of a ship, out of a giant UFO mothership, and the mothership just crashing and that's just falling, and then all the Kevin McCubes are just falling down to the Fortnite map. Map was just, it was just wild. It was just nuts. The Kevin McCube event in the middle to create the POA was good. I didn't see it because I was probably asleep, or I was busy. But it was pretty good. The chapter 2 finale, is a masterpiece. Because the Cube Queen is attacking and we've got no way of defeating her. Literally, it is over. Fortnite is dead. Fortnite's about to die again, like the black hole. But then the Fortnite lore for 7 come back and save us. The Foundation, aka Rock Terrain Johnson. I know. A bit of a mixed vibes right there, saying his name. But he is the actor and voice actor for the Foundation, and he comes to save our ass. He came to save Jonesy's ass in the Fortnite storyline because Jonesy promised for Rock, also as the Foundation, something. Yeah, that's all I'm gonna say. Mixed feelings between Rock and the WWE at the moment. But I'm not going to say more than that. The 4-day collision event in Chapter 3 was... it was good. Wasn't the best. They brought back the mech. The mech, we know where the mech went when it flew away. It went to the moon. Then Paradigm came back to destroy the IO. In Chapter 3 Season 2, which is a season... which is literally basically a war season with a war going on in real life. No need more to say about that. And now, on to one of the worst live events I've ever seen in my entire life. Just straight up down bad. Just straight up, what the fuck were they doing with a live event? The finale for Chapter 3, Season 4, Fraxer live event. I liked the idea they were going for, but In all seriousness, for chapter 4, I mean no, chapter 3, season 4 Fraxer, for the live event itself, was straight up fucking boring. It was one of the worst live events I have ever seen. It is as bad as the first half of season X. I'm not saying something. And that's why chapter 3, season 4 Fraxer is at the bottom. It's in the just bad. Actually, it should be in its own category. Just straight up terrible. Just straight up what the fuck. Like, I like the idea of piecing the Fortnite island together for chapter 4. I'm not saying that's a bad idea. I'm just saying they didn't execute it properly. And on to the Big Bang event. Finally, I got to see the rocket launch in the black hole, but for a different reason. The Big Bang event was a remix of the event, but I'm gonna give this a masterpiece also because I missed the first rocket launch in the black hole event in season X. Thanks to Lachlan. Thanks to Para Lachlan. I'm sorry, Para Lachlan, had to call you up, man. Not because I missed the live event, because I was friends with him. Obviously, I'm not that famous. I was just watching this live stream to try and get into the black hole event that day, and I missed it because he missed it. So the Big Bang event was like a redemption for that, and that was pretty cool. The Big Bang was pretty cool because it showed us rocket racing, Lego creative and stuff. Basically, before that, metaverse was born, which I still have a bit of mixed feelings about. I have mixed feelings about the metaverse. I love the if I didn't have a metaverse, I would like creative was already a thing, so creative would have been fine with escape rooms and stuff. But the Lego Fortnite game modes and stuff, I mean, Fortnite Festival was pretty cool, but Lego Fortnite, it's okay. It's good now, but yeah, rocket racing is terrible. Anyway, on to chapter 5 live event. I didn't really get to see this one. I didn't see this one live, but it was good. I also didn't get to see this one live, and it was good. I just didn't want to wake up that early. Now this one, me and Ronnie watched this one. What's the I'm gonna say it's amazing. I don't know what you would put this as a Ronnie one. Since I watched this one with you for chapter 5 season 3 live event. Since I watched it with you, I don't know if do you agree that it was amazing, or do you think it was good? Because to me, it was for anything why it was amazing was the double cross of Doctor Doom and Megalodon. And also there was a nuclear explosion at the rig. And that's just a cool effect and cool thing. And that's why I'm putting it amazing. I don't know about you, Ronnie, what you would think that live event. The Doctor Doom live event was amazing. Fighting Doctor Doom. And that's basically it. That's why it's amazing. For chapter 2, the prelude was it was meh. The Fortnite remix prelude event, it was meh. It was cool. Actually, I'm gonna put it as good since they incorporated live in New York Times Square for the first time. They've done that, like live in a video game, while also live New York City and streaming back. That was pretty cool. I'll put it in good. I'll be kind. So I shall be kind with that. But it was alright. Now the chapter 2 remix finale is also a masterpiece. I love the tribute to Juice WRLD. Eminem was great. Snoop Dogg, he was alright. I love the visuals. I love some of the nods back to previous live events. I really like the chapter 2 remix event. Juice WRLD was great. Ice Spice, meh. If you take away Snoop Dogg, Eminem, and Juice WRLD, I would put it at meh. But since it had those ones and it had great visuals and it had a great ending, I think the remix was event was pretty good. It's a masterpiece, for sure. Now, for Mariah Carey, for Winterfest, is this really a live event? If so, it's meh. And that's about it. This one, the chapter 6 one, actually the chapter 6 one was pretty good. The chapter 6 season 1 event was pretty amazing for fighting in the duel and the thing. That was actually pretty cool. And the way he came out for Portal and picked up or whatever his name was by the neck and stuff. He just like picked him up instead of choking him, and I was like, bro. I was like, god damn. And that will be the last event to conclude my Fortnite live event tier list. Got the masterpieces like the in between Kevin the Cube one, the Showdown, the Black Hole, the Device, the Galactus, the Cube Queen, the Big Ben, and the Remix. Now you've got your classics like the rocket launch, the Kevin the Cube spawning, Kevin the Cube jumping into the lake, Kevin the Cube splitting around in half, the unfolding, Ariana Grande, Cube Queen, Doctor Strange between us, Explosion, fighting evil Overlord from Marvel, saving someone from a portal, Comet, Concert. This is a good tier list. For a Fortnite live event. tier list. I'm happy with this. I'm happy with Fortnite tier list for for um for Fortnite. Let me see. Let me put this back into just chatting mode. Am I getting off? I'm gonna do one more tier list. I'm gonna do one more tier list before I end stream. I'm just pulling it up for tier list. Hmm. Alrighty. For final tier list before I end the stream today. This is the tier list stream. I was into Power War Simulator stream, but Power Simulator stream will be next time. I'm not streaming tomorrow. I might stream Wednesday my time morning just for a little bit. I definitely won't be streaming Thursday my time. I will be getting my right ears fixed. And who knows about Friday morning before work, and so on and so forth. Alrighty, on to the final tier list. Another Fortnite tier list. Fortnite POYs. 400 plus of them. I know this might take a while, but honestly, it's not going to take a while. Some of them are going to be easy. These are all Fortnite locations POYs have ever come out from Chapter 1 Season 1 to Chapter 6 Season 2. Here we go, boys. The final tier list. We've got them all. Look at that. every single one. From Fortnite Reload to original. Alright, let's get started. Tilted Towers. You know what? Let's get in S tier. Because, well, it's Tilted Towers. Pleasant Park, also S tier. Retail Row, also S tier. Creasy Grove. I'm gonna put Creasy Grove at A tier. I'm gonna put Dusty Depot in A tier. Whoops, my bad. Taking a mini break. I'm not taking a mini break. Whoops, my bad. I forgot to take that off. Take it off. No, it didn't. Now it has. Iniki Acres, I'm gonna put that A tier. Tomato Town, I'm gonna put that A tier. Fuzz Factory, also A tier. Fuzz Factory is pretty cool. Loot Lake, I'm gonna put that A tier. Lonely Laws. I'm gonna put that B tier. I'm gonna put the Motel in B tier 2. I'm gonna put the OG Racetrack in the B tier. Haunted Hills. I'm gonna put them B tier. Yeah. Sorry if I'm not giving an explanation. I'm gonna try and go through as many as I can. The Villain Lair, B tier, because it's cool. Rescue Reels is gonna go A tier. For OG Prison, well, not for Marvel Prison, but B tier. Fatal Fields. Since NHA gives us an A tier, I'm gonna put Fatal Fields in A tier. Snobby Swords in A tier. 2. Now for Salty Springs, put the S tier, but I don't know what's theirs in this is. I assume. You know what? Since it's Salty Springs, it's S tier. Lucky Landing is also S tier. Coming Back, Chapter 1, Season 3, OG, a day and a half, Junction, Dirty Dom's Home, Moisty Maya, put Moisty Maya at C, since it's like, it's a basic area. I'm also put the Fort House, since it's a basic area. Starry Suburbs, Ruins, basic area. Forest House, basic area. Straits Mountain, this is a basic area. Put C. Container Yard, I'm gonna put B. Factory, I'm gonna put A. Since they're iconic. 50 Thefts, A. I mean, no, S tier. Dusty Divot, also S tier. I don't know. Dusty Divot's a bit better than Dusty Depot for many reasons. I know I've kind of gone a few bit with him without any explanation. I'm trying my best to give explanation. Wailing Woods, C, because yeah. Dusty Depot Season 5. I'm gonna put that one in A. The Giant Tier Landmark, I'm gonna put that C. It's a cool Giant Tier Landmark. The RV Landmark, also C. Some of like the lesser like landmarks, I'm gonna put for the thing. Hold on, I'm gonna resize. Alright. Just resizing chat. Moving chat a little bit over. Chat's a bit weird, chat's a bit wonky for a tier list. Hopefully I can fix it in the future. Anyway, I hope everyone is enjoying the tier list stream. I know it's a basic stream, but you know what? I'm finding it fun. You're getting a bit of detail with me. In terms of the POAs and seasons I like and think are good and stuff, and live events I think are great. So yeah. Football soccer field C, because well, this is a football soccer field. Yes, hype. Yonder Yard, also C. Hero Manson, I don't really go to it much, so C. Football Stadium Season 4, didn't really go to it much, so C. Rock Umbrella, B. Because it's a Fortnite umbrella, because Fortnite and umbrellas and factory umbrellas and stuff. Lazy Links, say Lazy Links is an A. That's pretty cool location. Tomato Temple, B. Viking Villas, pretty cool. I'll give it A. Paradise Palms is pretty cool also, so I'll also give it A. A is winning in the category. Pueblo, I'll put it B. Dino Park, I'm also gonna put it B, and Racek, I'm gonna put it B. Also. Loot Lake Season 6 was pretty cool. I'm also gonna put that in A. Fatal Fields for Fortnite Mares, I'm gonna put that C, not for best. Loot Lake Fortnite Mares, I'm gonna put that in B. So it's kind of cool. Leaky Lake, I'm gonna put that also in B. That's cool. Polar Peak, I'm also gonna put that in B. Good location, definitely not a S tier location. Frosty Flights, probably C tier. Not the best. Happy Hamlet, didn't really go there, but pretty cool location. I'm gonna put that at B. Gracie Grove Season 7, I'm gonna put that at D, since it's basically practically useless and it's not the best POI. The block, I'm gonna put the block in S tier. The block is where, so back in the early days with creative, you could build a block on the blocker thing. Like you could build on the block in the creative map mode, and you could submit your creation on the block in the creative mode. And you could send it to Fortnite, and every week or every update, they would take the best submission from the people that were making the block and stuff, and creations and stuff, and it would feature in the block, on the block. It was pretty cool. So say someone built like a cool like creation, like something like grass jungle or something like that, and Fortnite picked it. It was on the block, so if it was like a POA you could drop it. It was like a mini creative way to serve people's creations and stuff in creative mode in the block in Fortnite. And I really like that, and that's why it's S tier. and that's why it's in the S tier category. Moving on to Sunny Steps, Peter. Not particularly good location, but it's alright. Lazy Lagoon, also B, same as Sunny Steps. Not a bad location, but not particularly great. Hot Springs, good for movement, but for location, not really. Tomato Temple, that's alright. It's like Tomato Temple, but Tomato Temple Season 8 with a volcano and pirates and stuff came. Retail Road Destroyed, I'm gonna put it in B because that was that was a cool location to see like the aftermath of like the unfolding event. Tilted Towers Destroyed, I'm gonna put that in S tier. The original Tilted Towers is also S tier, but Tilted Towers Destroyed is pretty cool because of that one building, the No Sweat Insurance building that I was talking about in the Fortnite Live event Taylor today. They just did on stream, and that's why it's S tier. Neo Tilted, pretty cool. I'm putting A. Mega Mall, I'm gonna put that in C, S. It replaced Destroyed Retail Road, Mega Mall. It was pretty cool. Do I prefer Mega Mall as Retail Road? Both equally as great, I would say. For Pressure Plant, put that at A, but really I'm gonna put that at B. Good location, but not very great location. For Continental location, I'm gonna put that in A tier since it's kind of a part of Neo Tilted, and it's John Wick's for Continental for hotel. John Wick. You go in this building, you can't fight anyone. Literally, your weapons are gone. You can't shoot anyone or kill anyone in this building at all, which is pretty cool. Also, John Wick's house, also the same in A, pretty cool location. For Fork Knife landmark, I'm putting it in S tier because I like the pun, I like the meme, Fortnite Fork Knife. I like it. I like that landmark that they did. For Pressure Plant pre-event, will be A. It's a better version of a Pressure Plant. That's because it's got a new like mech in it. For Vault for 0 point, A S tier, very cool. I love that. For Devour Skeleton, also like that. That's S tier. Like I like the skeleton. And it just being me, you know, to remind us of what happened. Dusty Diner, also S tier. I like Dusty Diner. I can't wait for Dusty Diner to come back in the Fortnite OT seasons. I just liked Dusty Diner because it showed like the history of a meteor hitting Dusty Depot and stuff, and it had a lot of cool Easter eggs and stuff in it. Tilted Town, I'm gonna put that in C. I didn't really like Tilted Town too much. Destroyed Soccer Field Rift Zone, I'm putting in D, basically useless. Retail Rift Zone, I'm gonna put it at C. I like retail, but the retail Rift Zone had zombies from a different reality. Like during the Season X, the Rift Zones were pretty cool. I'd give that to Season X, but yeah, it just had zombies. All the rift zones were like from different realities and stuff. So that was like a zombie safer world Rita rift zone. And that's why I'm putting it at C, because well, I didn't want to drop that location because well, I would just die to zombies constantly. Gotham City. Oh no, not put an E. I put Gotham City in B. Not the best, but not bad. Moisty Palms. I put that A. Just like Paradise Palms, it was pretty cool. You could turn into a proper medic. And yeah, Greasy Grove. I put that at A. Again, like Moisty Palms, you could do like the taco dance like every 10 seconds or something, I think. I can't remember. But there'd be like a mini event in Greasy Grove where if you were in the radius of Greasy Grove Rift Zone, you would do the taco dance and the taco emote. Everyone would do it. Literally, you could be fighting someone in a sweat, and in Greasy Grove Rift Zone, and then the taco time thing would just go off, and everybody would just be like midway fighting, but you'd just be doing the taco emote dance. So I think that's pretty cool. That's why it's an A tier. Pandora Zone, same thing, like, it was cool. Borderlands collab, Pandora Zone was pretty cool. For Pandora Zone, I think was a block? Something like that. It replaced a block for a bit in the Rift Zone. But yeah. Starry Suburbs. I put Starry Suburbs. Starry Suburbs Ruins is in C since it's basically a useless thing, but Starry Suburbs is an S tier. The Ruins version isn't the best location like that, but I like Starry Suburbs for finished version in Season X. This is what it was meant, probably looked like before Season 1, but nobody was playing Season 1, so Starry Suburbs was ruined. I made my own storyline and lore for that one. For Motel Island Rift Zone was pretty cool. It had Kevin the Cube, and it would move around the map until the Fortnite Big Bang, or the end event in Season X. For Visitors Meteor is another cool one. S tier. You get to actually hop on the meteor in Season X. Was pretty cool. I liked that. Salty Springs Chapter 2. I didn't originally like that in Chapter 2. But let's see. Alright, it doesn't have the OG remix ones here. So Salty Springs Season 2, chapter 2. I didn't like the original. Well, stuff I didn't like the original Salty Springs in Chapter 2 when it first came out. I just thought it was like I didn't really land it because I wasn't that good. I was decent. The only reason I'm putting Salty Springs Chapter 2 in S tier is for the remix, Chapter 2 remix that they did. It gave it a second chance, a second look. Because, oh man, I was protecting that town, getting so much kills and stuff, and so much great moments from Chapter 2 remix from Salty Springs. And that's why it's S tier. Pleasant Park, Chapter 2. I'm going to go with A tier. You can't beat the original Pleasant Park. So it's the same location, so it's the same, it's just the map. And I put it at A. Retail Row. Same as Pleasant Park, Chapter 2, Camp VAG, 1. Even though it was still looking like VAG, just a bit of change. Risky Reels. Also the same as Risky Reels original, A10. Craggy Cliffs, poor. Put Craggy Cliffs in A tier. As I put Craggy Cliffs in B tier. It was okay, but it wasn't the best. Holly Hedges, also put that in B tier. But it's alright. It's not the best. It's yeah. It's B tier. Weaving Woods, I'm gonna put that in S tier. I like Weeping Woods in the chapter, like original chapter 1. Chapter 2, season 1 map. When I first dropped in to Weeping Woods, and Slappy Swamp. Feels like one of the first locations I landed in chapter 2. So it has a very special place in my heart. Weeping Woods is pretty good. Misty Meadows is also pretty good, but not S tier. Probably A tier. Good location, but yeah. Lazy Lake, I'm gonna put that S tier. That's a pretty good location. It was literally the fancier version of Tilted Towers. Before it was literally chapter 2's version of Tilted Towers, but it wasn't basically Tilted Towers because Tilted Towers when Tilted Towers first came out, a lot of people landed there. When Lazy Lake came out, a lot of people landed there, but not too many people after that for previous seasons and weeks after its initial launch. Frenzy Farm, I'm gonna put an A tier, just like Misty Meadows. It's alright, not the best. Well, I would say that B tier. It's alright. It's got a memorable thing. It's got a Heyman, poor Heyman. It's the name of a Heyman. Sweaty Sands, I'll put that S tier, but I might have to put that in A tier. It's decent. It's great. It's a memorable location. Dirty Docks, I'll put it B. Not the best location. It's alright, but it could be better. Stevie Stacks, I'll put it A tier because of Power Plant and Kevin McCube incorporation of He's Still Living, but as energy, Kevolution energy. So that's why I have that fan. Slappy Swamp, I'm gonna have to put that also in S tier because that's the very first locations I landed in chapter 2 original. And it was pretty good in chapter 2 remix. In chapter 2, I like the location. I would pretty much be around Weeping Woods, Salty Springs, and Slappy Swamp. And every now and then I would fence that out to different locations in the chapter 2 map if I needed to. But it's normally my landing spot. But Hydro 16, it's okay. It's decent. As you know, I'm putting it in B. It's not bad. It's decent. It's B tier. Logjam Woodworks is also like Hydro 16. It's decent. Compact Cars, also the same thing. It's decent. Separate Cove, pretty boring, but not as bad as the Greasy Cove Season 7 or Destroy Soccer thing. Camp Cod, pretty okay location. I'll put that B. It's alright. Santee Town. I'll put that C. For I don't have much memory of Santee Town. To be honest with you. Also, that's alright. C tier list. Gorgeous Gorge. I'll put that B. It's beautiful to look at, but otherwise it's kind of decent. For landing spot, it would be C or D, but for visuals and to look at it as a landmark, it's pretty cool. The Island, I'll put that C. It's alright location, has its thing, but Island is basically the loot lake of chapter 2. With 0 pointers, and a lot happened there with live events and storyline. Pristine Point location. I'm gonna put it B. It's alright. I mean, it's just alright, you know? You can land there, get a few loot, that's alright. Crash site, probably the same thing. Go there, get some loot, decent location. Most of B is like decent location and stuff. And they are locations that are really great. And then S is basically top tier locations you wanted to land at or like to land at. Lockie's Lighthouse is same as that one. Cool Cove, up a bit at B. It hasn't turned into Coral Castle. Rainbow Rentals, also the same thing. B, decent, get some loot. Mowdown, I'll put Mowdown in C. Not the best location, but no, it's just there. Lake Canoe, same thing. Actually no, Lake Canoe, same thing for here. Get some decent loot. Decent location, decent loot. Dance Club. You can get some decent loot. No, B. Decent location, decent loot. Fort Crumpet. I'm gonna put that C. Decent loot, but not the best to land at. Weather Station. Basically the same thing. Good loot, but not the best. Now the agency. I'm the agency S tier. It was very good. I liked it. It was great loot. Lots of switch info. That's the only problem. Sark I could put S tier, but I'm putting the Sark in A tier. It's alright. It's a great location. It's iconic, and yeah. For Grotto, also an A tier. Uh, Great location, very iconic. For Rig, I put it B. Good loot, but I wouldn't land there often. For Yacht, I'll put A. It's iconic. Has decent loot. And yeah. For Yacht, but Deadpool, when Deadpool came along, I'll put it as same as the Yacht. Good loot, great thing, and Deadpool. And A tier. The Agency Aftermath. I will also put it in A tier. Iconic location for the Aftermath for the Device event. Pretty cool. If you got to see the water, the storm, let's see with water after that event. That's crazy. The Authority, iconic like the Agency, but the Agency is better. The Authority is like the Agency, but just a deeper down level in chapter 2 season 3, but it's iconic and it has good loot still. For Flotilla, it's like a Rig, it's decent, good loot, decent, but not the best. Riggedy Rig, and C, not the best location, not many much loot. Yeah. Caddy Corner. I'm gonna put that in beta. It's decent, it's not great, it's iconic, but yeah, it's B. Pleasant Park Flooded. I'm put that B, it's decent, but since it's flooded, it's not the best. Pretty Sands, same thing. Steamy Stacks, same thing. B, same as my Pleasant Park description, and Sweaty Sands is also the same. Decent locations, iconic, but since it's flooded, basically nothing you can do there. Craggy Cliffs, same thing. Decent location, great loot, but it's flooded, so there's no really point, and I don't want to feel too bad to put it at C. Frenzy Farm, same thing again. Most of the flooded ones are in B. They're decent, they're okay, but they're not the best. Deadpool's Yacht, Chapter 2, Season 3. I'll put that A tier. It was okay. It still had good loot, and since it's a yacht and it can float in water, it's an A tier. Saki Sound. I'm put that C. Not the most enjoying place because of Coral Castle. Now, honestly, this is a hot take, but not really a hot take. Coral Castle is the only F tier. It's one of the worst locations I've ever seen in my life. Coral Castle was it's shit. It's garbage. It's like Dirty Dom. It's basically the Dirty Dom of Fortnite. It's garbage. Coral Castle, it's in the F tier. It's at the bottom. It stands alone, and there's nothing you can do about it. The Fortnite community would agree with me. Some would disagree. Some would agree. The majority would agree. Coral Castle was in F tier. Stark Industries, I'm gonna put that in S tier since it's a memorable it's a memorable location, and it's Marvel, you know. Doom's Domain is another one. It's iconic. It's great. This is the Doctor Doom. Literally, Daddy Dom is literally in Coral Castle. I thought it was Howard Jake Johnson and stuff, or Quebec cast. But no, Daddy Dom was in Coral Castle. And even if Daddy Dom wasn't in Coral Castle would still be in F tier, unfortunately. Doom's Dominion. This is the chapter 2 Doctor Doom, before the chapter 5 Doctor Doom, Absolute Doom season. So that's Doom's Domain, that's just his mansion. Before, basically chapter 2 Doctor Doom. For Ruins, I don't really remember much about the Ruins. Yeah, Hunter's Haven. S&B, it's alright. Got decent loot. Stealthy Stronghold. It's got good loot, but you gotta be careful. Twin, where would live be? What's POI would live actually be? I actually don't know. I need help on that one. Fair enough. Probably Coral Castle with Daddy Dom. Let's go with that. Southeast Stronghold. Good loot and stuff, but Butterburn. Put Butterburn in B tier, because come on down to Butterburn. We got pancakes, hot cakes. Come on down to Butterburn. I don't know. It's a good Fortnite song. If they hit it in the Butterbun song, that's funny. But Butterbun, it's a decent location, great loot, decent. It's B tier. Dusty Depot, chapter 5. No, chapter 2, season 5. I'm gonna go with C tier. It's not as good as it used to be, unfortunately. Risky Reels, it's not as good as it used to be. Salty Towers, not as great as it used to be. Salty Springs. For Colossal Coliseum, I'm gonna put him B. Decent, good loot, and that's all. For Spire, B, decent, good loot, decent. Colossal Crops, decent, good loot, that's all. Bony Babs, and C, just not the best location I've seen, but it's not as bad as Coral Castle or Greasy Grove. Season 7, All Destroyed Soccer Field Riverfang Season X. Dusty Depot, same as Dusty Depot chapter 2 season 5, but for season 6 version, I don't know, it's not that great. Cordy Complex, That's alright. I think that's where Superman was in Colony Complex. Yeah, Superman was in Colony Complex in chapter 2, season 7. Believe it beats. 8 there, very iconic. Believe it beats, pretty great. Aliens, all that great stuff. Hollery Hatchery, good loot, not the best. Decent. Slippery Swamp at Duxton stays. No, not Slippery Swamp, man. Don't take my Slippery Swamp from me. I'm have to give it beta. It's a decent, but they're taking it's beta because they're taking Slippery Swamp, man. I had Slippery Swamp in my S tier, and then in season 7. They took it away. The aliens, they took my first landing location and one of my favorite location areas away. I was a little bit upset when the aliens abducted it. I was like, please give it back. Please give me Slappy Swim back, man. Please don't take her. You can take Coral Castle. I don't care. But they did. I'm a Coral Castle abduction stays S tier. Dirty Dom and Coral Castle were adapted. I like how the original Coral Castle is just F tier, and the Coral Castle abduction, when the aliens took it, it's just S tier. Because, you're taking away the worst location. Beautiful. Take away Dirty Dom and Coral Castle if you take away the garbage. And you can keep it. Corny Complex abduction zone was alright. Great iconic location. That was where the event was held, and yeah, that's why it's an A tier. I'm gonna quickly go through these as quickly as possible. Slutty Swamp. It's not the same as Slappy Swamp, man. It's so slutty. It's like Dirty Dom came to Slappy Swamp and turned it into Slutty Swamp. Terrible, man. Blizzard the Cube landmark. Put that S tier. That's iconic. The Aftermath. I'll put that A tier. That's alright. Cool Crest landmark. I'll put that C tier. The original Coral Castle is the only one that's an F tier. For the rest of the Coral Castle, like abduction and stuff, since it's like half gone, it's half decent. Dusty Depot, it's the same as the other two Dusty Depot things. Yeah. Corny Crops, it's alright. Decent loot. Risky Reels, it's alright. Decent loot. Bodie Burbs, still not a good location. The Convergence was pretty cool. I'm gonna put the Convergence in A tier. It was pretty cool. The Pyramid, also in A tier. That's pretty cool. The Blizzard Base, I'll put that next to Blizzard the Cuban S tier. It was dope. Now into chapter 3 for Sanctuary. That's alright. A. Coney Crossroads. That's alright. A tier. Sleepy Sound. Very sleepy. I'm put that in A. Camp Cuddle. I'll put that at A. For Windbreakers. Those were pretty cool. I'm gonna put that in A. Log Yumber Yard. I'm put that B. Great loot. Meh location. Tilted Towers. Frosted Fields. I'll put that B since it's okay and you know it's coming. And Tilted Towers Chapter 3. I'm gonna put that in S tier. Both Tilted Towers original, Tilted Towers Destroyed, and Tilted Towers Chapter 3, all in S tier. Crazy. Sifty South. I'll put that A. That's alright. Greasy Grove Chapter 3. That's alright. Butterbun Chapter 3. I'll put it Peter. It's okay. Rocky Reels. It's okay. Condo Canyon. It's alright. Snap Station. It's alright. Chunker Speedway. It's alright. For Daily Bugle, I think that's pretty cool. Spider-Man in Chapter 3. I'm gonna put that in S tier. Sunny Steps again. That's alright. For Joneses, I like that location. For many multiple facets of Jonesies, all together the location of the Jonesies. Wait, no, not A tier, S tier. Definitely S tier. Loot Lake Chapter 3. Not for original, but it's alright. Cuddle Cruisers. I'll put it C. As you know, I'll put it B. It's alright. Mighty Momentum. That's alright. Mighty Momentum. If it was destroyed. That's alright. Fort Josie. Put that next to the Joneses in S tier. It's great. Covert Canyon. I'll put that A tier. That's alright. Command Cavern. I'll put that A tier. That's alright. I'll probably go to the end of Chapter 4. And then I'll finish. I'll go up until the reality tree Fortnite is. And then I'll do the rest another time on stream. Since it's taking so long. For Fortress, B, Past Depot, C, Rocky Reels, not bad, B, for the Towers version, Only to the towers that's not an S tier. The Collider was pretty cool. I like the Collider very much. I'm putting him in S tier. Reality Falls was pretty cool also. I'm putting S tier. Greasy Grove, meh. Meh. And B tier. Look at all the B. Most cases is B. They're meh. Not bad, not great. Rave Cave. That was pretty epic, but not epic S tier. The Place Depot. Put that in S tier with all the other Place Depot, so it's not the same. Fungi Farm. Basically the same as Place Depot. Groovy Grove. Don't really remember much about that one. Can't remember where it was. Beats Best. Don't really know where that was. Drill Hill. That's okay. Has a drill. Suffolk Shrines. That's alright. Butterfly Bloom. That's alright. Whatever feathers. Sleepy Scrubs. Beta. Logjam Lotus. So yeah. Lazy Lagoon is pretty cool. Put that in A there. I hope you're enjoying this Taylor so far, chat. Loot Lake, that was pretty fun. Loot Lake, in chapter 3, put an A tier. Mighty, Monument, still good loot. Sanctuary Summer Event, good loot. The Hill Sanctum, it was alright. Not the best. The Last Legs. That's alright. Drift and Double Pumps. Not particularly know where it was. Simmering Sign. That was alright. Chrome Gem Junction. It was alright. Lustrous Lagoon. It was alright. Cloudy Condos. It was alright. Butterpan. It was alright. It was alright. Sunny Sound. It was alright. Crow Crossroads. Not a big fan. Tainted Towers. Not a big fan. Green Gables. That's alright. Groovy Grove, eh. Crazy Grove, eh. Depot, eh. Reality Tree, not Reality Tree Chromes, same as eh. I think Reality Tree Fortnite Bears was pretty cool. So I'm gonna put that in A. I think I'm gonna end stream here. I think that's enough so far. I'll finish it hopefully next stream. Or sometime. If not on my own time. But thank you all for watching this tier list live stream today of Fortnite seasons, Fortnite live events, and what I so far had done for tier list for Fortnite PO wise. I just wanted to do a tier list stream, nice and simple, nice and easy. Hopefully I might do some more tier list of different other things in the future. But let's see who we could raid. First. Let's see who I can raid. I'm a raid. Katarina. I'm a raid. But thank you all for watching. I will catch you all later. And peace.